Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Today, we are going to talk more about metric. So, I'm really excited because I think you're going to see so many patterns. Everything today will be multiplying or dividing by 10, 100, or 1,000. So, I think that the math today with metric is easier than the math with customary. So again, length is how long something is. We're working with metric units. The meter, the length of your arm from your shoulder all the way out, outstretched to your hand, is about 1 meter. Our desks at school are about 1 meter, the desks in my classroom. And so from the meter, we have millimeters, the tiniest, centimeters, meters, and then a kilometer is a further distance. So we're going to talk about each of these conversions today. We're going to start with millimeters and centimeters. Yesterday you did some measuring of lines and you were putting the answers in either millimeters or centimeters. And so let's practice some of those here. Just so you know, the thickness of a gift card is about 1 millimeter, a very small measurement. And the length of a pea is about 1 centimeter. So for these, definitely use your ruler to help you. But think about if something is 30 centimeters, there it is, about how many peas would that be? So let's here find my marker. All right, so we know something is 30 millimeters. How many groups of 10 would that be? 30 divided by 10 equals 3. So 30 millimeters equals 3 centimeters. This time, something is 85 millimeters long. How many groups of 10 would that be? Again, 85 divided by 10 is 8 and 5/10 centimeters. For the next couple, we're going from centimeters, a larger unit, to millimeters. So I have 6 centimeters. I'm going to go ahead and say, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one is equal to 10 millimeters. 6 groups of 10 equals 60. Now I have 4 and 2/10. So this is 4 whole centimeters and 2/10. So 4 and 2/10 times 10 equals 42 millimeters. When you're using centimeters to millimeters, use your ruler. It will help so much. So one of the things I love about metric is that our prefixes give us clues to what we should multiply or divide by. The prefix cent is 100, 100 cents in a dollar, 100 years in a century. So I know that that prefix is 100. Milli is 1,000. So let's think about our base unit, a meter, the length of your desk, and it would take 100 P's or 100 centimeters to equal 1 meter. It would take 1,000 gift cards stacked across to equal 1 meter. So for our sample ones here, we have 5 meters. So if I have 5 desks pushed next to each other, so I'm going to draw my 5 centimeters, or excuse me, 5 meters. Each one is 100 centimeters. 100. Hope you can see this okay. So I know that that's 5 groups of 100 or 500 centimeters. This time I still have my 5 desks stacked, stretched across the room, but I'm wondering how many millimeters that would be. How many gift cards stretched out? So this time I have 5 groups of 1,000, or 5 times 1,000 equals 5,000 millimeters. The next time we have 19 and 2/10 of a meter. So we have 19 whole desks, and we chopped up a desk. We have 2/10 of a desk, about a fifth of the desk. So let's see, that would be 19 and 2/10 groups of 100, or 1,920. For the next two conversions, we're going the opposite way. We're going from our smaller unit, centimeters, to meter, and our tiny unit, millimeters, to meters. So this time, my total length is 200 centimeters. I want to know how many meters that would be. So I need to know how many groups of 100 would go into 200. And I know that 200 divided by 100 equals 2. So that equals 2 meters. This time we have 3,400 millimeters, 3,400 gift cards stacked up. We're looking at the depth of each one is 1 millimeter. And I want to know how many meters that's going to be. So I look at my chart. I know my total distance here is 3,400. How many groups of 1,000 will that be? 3 4/10 of a meter. Now, finally, we have going from meters to kilometers. And sometimes people say kilometers, sometimes they say kilometers. It really just, I think it's your choice. It kind of maybe depends where you grew up. So I say them both, so whatever works for you. A kilometer is a long distance. So I did some research on Google Maps this morning, and I found out in Chinoa, if I start at Casey's and I walk down 24 all the way to Dollar General, that's about 1 kilometer. A kilometer is less than a mile. It's about 7/10 of a mile. So if I want to go from 5 kilometers to meters, how many meters? Well, I know there's 1,000. I have 5 kilometers. Well, I will draw here my 5 kilometers. And I know that each one of those is equal to 1,000. Each kilometer is 1,000 meters. And so 5 groups of 1,000 equals 5,000. And for the next question here, we have 8,200 meters. So picture 8,200 desks stretched on down the road. How many kilometers would that be? I need to know how many groups of 1,000 go into 8,200. So 8,200 divided by 1,000 is 8 2/10. So I hope you're starting to see some of these patterns when we multiply by 10, 100, 1,000, or divide by the same. Please let me know if you're having any difficulty with either the computation of it or knowing if you should multiply or divide. And we could Zoom if we needed to do some more kind of instruction where you actually get to talk back to me. So I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you. Have a good